video about how to remove your panels on your bench seat. So this is actually a power system that is not assembled and obviously not in a van, but we have the panels on it to show you how to remove them. The first step in removing the panels from the seat, if you need to service anything, is to take the plywood off that's underneath the cushion. So this assumes that you have the plywood off. You'll notice on this top edge here, inside, that there's Phillips head screws. These Phillips head screws hold the top of the wood on. So if you have to remove the front panel, remove only the Phillips head screws on the front panel. If you have to remove the side panel where the inverter is, remove only the Phillips head screws going to the side panel. You can use a key, pop that open, put that cover aside, and then the trim here is actually just taped to the wood. So the trim can stay, you can also pull it off. If you want the trim to stay, you can pull up on this. While you're pulling up on it, you have to try to sort of roll the trim off of this top lip. It can be kind of hard, so if you want to take the trim off, carefully unstick the trim, unwind it from this corner here, put it aside. And then you're going to take the top of the panel, pull the top of the panel out slightly. And then I like to take my fingers here, put them inside, and then lift up on the panel to lift it off. See these Z-shaped clips on the bottom? They clip over this bottom rail. And the reason we have to pull the top of the panel out is to clear this guard that will be around your circuit breakers. To reinstall the panel, you slip the bottom on, press it down, and it goes in place like that. And then you put the screws back in, and you can put the trim back on the top. If you need a new piece of trim, we could send you new trim, but if you're very careful when removing it, it can be reused. Side panel removed in a very similar way. The difference is on the side panel, you have to remove the front panel because this piece of trim actually hooks over the side panel. So remove the side panel. I'm going to take the front panel off. You're going to unscrew all of the screws. And because the side panel doesn't have to come out, you can reach in. You can kind of try to lift it straight up. If you're having trouble lifting it straight up, you could take the trim off, but otherwise you can lift it straight up and that'll undo the clips. And then to put it back, you put the clips back on the bottom and then just press it into place and put the screws back.